we get a
Oh,
second?
sorry. I'll second it.
All right. Any discussion? No discussion. We can raise our hand by saying aye. All right. All right. And do we have any public comment, Dr. Gibney Sherman?
We do not, thank you.
All right. Now we'll move down to the fourth item on our agenda, which is the superintendent's report.
Right, and if it's okay, all it is the personnel updates that have happened since the last time we met, and the roster link is attached.
Okay.
And I can go ahead and go right to the discussion items.
Okay.
And the Foothills Governance Board members, we talked last board meeting about the need to have just to stay as we are for FY25. And once we now have the new superintendent in Barrow County, and I'm going to approach him to ask if he'll take Rob's place, and then we'll have a full body. And we'll need for you all to elect the chair and vice chair, and they will be effective July 1. And so, Robbie, if you could just work with the board members to determine who will take those two positions, and let me know, and they'll be effective July 1.
Okay. I will send out emails to the board members.
And Sherry, just for clarification, Robbie can stay on as the board chair, correct?
100%.
Okay, just making sure of that.
Are we holding a vote?
I appreciate that clarification.
Yeah, should we just go ahead and do it now? All in favor?
I'll let Robbie.
We get 2-3 vote, a 2-1 vote.
2-1 vote.
I will let Robbie conduct the election, and he'll get back with me. But yes, Philip and Beverly, that is absolutely permissible.
Okay, we'll do that in July. Sounds great. All right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right.
Okay. Then what we do have to get approved for the next fiscal year is our legal representation. And so it's the law offices of Daniel Murphy. And so that is an action item that we will take up shortly. And then we also have to have an approval from you all for our auditor. And that's the Bamboo Sankey. He's been with us for just about every year, except for the first.
Yes.
And so he's been with us. And so his information is there, and it's been favorable. And that's listed. And then I'll pause right here for the superintendent evaluation. Robbie, I think you wanted to talk to the board members about how to conduct that.
Yes, today I reached out to you guys, sent you an email to get your input as we gather information to complete the evaluation on our superintendent. And the deadline I gave you was May 31st. Once I get that information, Dr. Gibney Sherman will meet in June to have a formal evaluation conversation with you at that point.
Okay, and if you need any additional information along the way, Robbie or anyone, we're happy to get that for you.
Okay, if so, I'll reach out to you or Ms. Knight.
Okay, we'll work right with you.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
You bet. And then we also have for you for an action item is our contract with the Department of Defense for our Youth Challenge programs. We got that in yesterday, and there's really nothing different there. It's pretty much what we've done in the past, but it's just updated for this next fiscal year. And then we have our updated code of student conduct, and that's just really updates based on any legislation that came through. And so this is what we have for you as an approval item. And then the last piece is our professional leave, which we just did this morning at RESA. And I know you are doing in your systems, and that is the update of that policy. And so all of those items become part of the action items, including the tentative budget that Bonnie just presented to us. And also in there is the assistant superintendent contract. And just as a reminder, there's only 2 employees at Foothills with a contract, me and the assistant superintendent, which is Dale Simpson. And pardon me, I'm sorry, I'm talking too fast.
Nope, you're fine.
Okay, And then the meeting dates, we paralleled it to what we had this year and the years in the past to our recent meetings. We have those dates and everything else is as described.
Okay. All right. Guys, we move on to our next action items. Do we want to take that as a consent agenda? Yes, I see thumbs up, heads shaking. So if we can move to can I get a motion to approve all of our action items A through H?
I make a motion that we approve the action items A through H.
I'll
Okay.
second that motion.
All right, it's been approved by Dr. Brown, second by Ms. Beverly Levine. Are there any questions, discussion? No questions, discussions, all in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Aye. All right, next item on our agenda is adjournment. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
All right, second.
Second.
Dr. Brown. All right, and let's not forget those dates listed. Please place those on your calendar and that no discussions, all in favor by saying aye. Aye. All right. Thank you, Dr. Gibney Sherman. Anything else you want to share with us before we move on?
No, what I'll do, Robbie, for the board members, and we're doing this with all of our MOU sites where we have a facility, is letting you know the difference in what you would have gotten this next year for your site fee that we pay you for using your facility and what it will be based on the new budget that we're considering to approve for next year.
Okay.
And I was able to communicate with Maurice about, I'll go around the clock and get to all of you and let you know what it'll be.
Okay.
Or I can just say it out loud. You know, Jackson, you'll be 100,000. That's what you had this year, and this year will be 100,000, and that's based on enrollment. Clark, this year it was 100,000, and next year it's 150,000 based on enrollment numbers. You went up. And then Oglethorpe, you get 75,000 this year, and next year you'll get 100,000 based on your enrollment. And so we have put that, and Maurice, I already sent yours, and yours was 100, and it went up to 150. But as we are communicating with I know you're trying to set your budgets there. Those are your numbers, but we're letting all of our partner sites where we have facilities know what those numbers are as we communicate.
Okay. All right.
Sherry, it would be really helpful for, I guess, me, but all of us probably, if you would just go ahead and send out calendar invites for those board meeting dates.
Thank you.
Christie will do it before she gets out of her seat.
All right, and thank you, Ms. Knight, for
Thank you.
sending that link to the workbooks.
Yes, you should have all of that.
Thank you.
Yes.
And Sherry, I'll send our agreement, our board's voting on that tonight, the
Oh, yeah.
resolution. So we'll send that.
Okay.
Yeah, so far we have 6 in our hands and they're coming. You know, everybody's got different dates for their board meetings and we're getting a lot of communication that they're coming, you know, once the board meeting happens. But thank you. That helps us.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a great end of the year. And
Thanks.
I'll see you guys at GSBA or Summer Gale. All right.
Sounds great. Thanks, Robbie.
All right.
Thanks
Thank you,
for-
guys.
Thanks
Bye,
for
friends.
agreeing to be the chairman again next year. We really appreciate
I
it.
love you too.
We love your
Beverly.
service, Mr. Hooker. Oh, man.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you all. Appreciate it. See you Friday, Norris.
Okay, bye.